Hello everybody, Wooden Potatoes here, and welcome to another episode. I don't know why I'm saying Wooden Potatoes here at the start of the episodes. I've noticed a lot of other people always say, oh hello, it's blah blah blah, and I never do that. I don't have a name for myself really on this channel. You know, I have Wooden Potatoes, but it's not exactly easy. It doesn't roll off the tongue. I feel like I picked probably quite a bad pseudonym. But anyway, so this is the treasure store. This room actually isn't as scary as it might first look. There's these statues though. This here, not exactly, but this is one of the things, the thing we saw right at the start of the game. In the secret, in the very first room, the very first chamber. The evil powers that be that threw us into the dungeons of Grimrock. Threw us in with a statue like this that we haven't yet seen for a long time. And here's something interesting, guys. Look at what they're stood on. I've actually only just noticed this. Doesn't that look like a cog? These dreams we've been having, aren't they cogs in the background? That's very bizarre, isn't it? Anyway, these things are very ominous looking. And this is a secret. This isn't the iron door or anything, but this is a pretty cool secret. The gold key we got from killing that giant ogre, we can actually use in one of these rooms. That one seems to have some kind of a bow of some kind in it. This one has a bunch of like ingredients and bombs and even another flask for more potion goodness. And this one has a tome. I don't know which one you guys think would look best. On my first playthrough I went for this because because do you know how I said that I didn't get those ooze before? Actually no, I must have had them. I got this on my first run through, but I did have the original crossbow. Anyway, I got this because I guess I thought it was a better crossbow than the one we currently have equipped. It turns out it's not. It's exactly the same in strength, so you can ignore that completely. And I'm not too interested in the alchemy stuff, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a tome. I'm going to go in there and grab this. Oh, that is bizarre. What is that? On my test run, no matter which door I used or when I used it, when I used the key on one of these, it triggered another seismic event, which kind of makes you poo yourself because you think he's going to attack you, right, or something. But yeah, okay, so this is a Tome of Fire. Gain Fire Magic +3 and Resist Fire +10. The covers of this book feel as hot as embers. Chants and fire rituals are written on the pages. Of course, we're going to give that to Natalie. The Resist Fire, actually, that pops up twice because I gave her that extra point. So, she's got Resist Fire from 6, and also, you see how she's now Fire Magic 7? I'm hoping this gives me a Fire Shield. No, it doesn't. Damn, that will be Fire Bolt, won't it? No, it won't. What is that spell? What's that fire spell? Is it Enchant Fire Arrows? No, it can't be. I'm actually not sure what that is. Oh, Firebolts are that, isn't it? No, she's not skilled enough for Firebolt either. I'm not sure, guys. I did just learn another spell. The reason I put 1 point into Fire Magic was for that extra spell, but I'm not sure what it is now, so maybe I'll have to look after the next session where I sit down and LP. Interesting. So anyway, I got that. That's going to give Arachnia +20 fire resistance. I want to do this early because unlike in my test file, as I said, I never did any of these areas until the very end previously, which wasn't a very smart idea because we're going to go into a room that's kind of fire themed in a minute, and the extra fire resistance is always handy for such a thing. So we're done with that, and we could continue to the next floor. I guess, in a weird way, this is sort of become a bonus episode, because we don't need... See, how is it possible I've already done all of this stuff all around here? I know I've missed some secrets. Like, for example, what's that up there? I'm going to go up there and... Do I? That's probably just in the vaults. Oh, no. Is that... When I was in the haunted chamber, did I know I pressed the switch to open up the secret, and I killed the skeletons, but did I actually claim their loot? See, look, there's a snail back here, more food. Did I actually claim their loot? I don't know whether I did, guys. Let's just have a quick look in the haunted hall, see what we can find. I didn't claim the loot. Yes, okay, right. I knew things were feeling a bit weird. Okay, so we got some stuff. I'm just going to grab this and get out before they attack me from behind, which I guess didn't happen there. So there we go. Oh, and Chaos is leveled up. This is awesome. Okay. Also, I do recommend closing the door to this area whenever you leave it, just so that you don't kind of have these infinitely respawning skeletons that start to feel free to wander around in the large chamber in the middle. It's never happened to me, but it's one of those little things that I feel like, oh, it probably could happen. We are seriously only on 11 bolts. This is going to be driving people bonkers. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know where I lost it. Did I just not pick it up? I'm not sure. Okay, anyway. Chaos is leveled up. Let's have a quick look at this. What did I put him on? Axes, maybe? Yes, I remember this. Okay, I could put him on axes, which would give him health +5 and then strength +1. Or I could go armors. Armors is better because armors is going to give me, for now, heavy armor proficiency, which is awesome. So no penalties in terms of evasion, and maybe he'll start being able to evade eventually. But also, then it's next level going to give me 15 health instead of just 5, which is, you know, better in all regards, and for only 3 points. So I can go 3 into armors and then 1 into axes. So anyway, maybe that's a bit technical and we don't need to hear all that. Anyway, we've also got some new loot. First of all, a heavy shield. This gives us evasion +10. Fantastic, because our round shield only gave us evasion +7. So Natalie's going to grab that, and now Arachne is going to grab that, and now Chaos is going to hold on. Well, no. Liss is going to hold on to the Legionary shield for Chaos in the future, because now that he's got heavy armor proficiency, he can start evading now, and he will now benefit from a shield. He could benefit from the shield this very second, but I'm not going to equip him with it. I feel like this setup's still quite nice. I still want the torch on there somewhere, so I'm going to leave it for now. But now that we do have the Orb of Light, in theory, if I was playing alone, I definitely would just throw the torch away, but I know that you guys don't like squinting in the dark and stuff, and the Orb of Light isn't necessarily that much light, so we'll do that. We've got that. There's some more gear as well. Like, every character pretty much by the end of this floor is going to be super decked out in amazing stuff if we get all of the secrets. But I can't shake this horrible feeling that I've already missed one. Anyway, okay, so that's the Halls of Fire. Do we want to go in there already? Really? I don't believe it. The Halls of Fire already? Okay, sure. So anyway, right, let's do it. I guess this is the last section. This has flown by. This can't be right. Maybe the Halls of Fire just takes ages. First of all, we get a fire bomb. Very nice. Very kind of fire themed. We get another torch. We can swap that around. And we're about to take a detour, guys. That's kind of the way forward here. You can see it says that this is the Mage's entrance. There's some horrible stuff there, though. We've also got across from us a pressure pad with a face thing. Now, if I trigger that pressure pad by throwing something at it, it's going to fire a bolt at me, but it doesn't trigger anything there. So, kind of weird. But make sure that you do. I'm not just doing that to demonstrate what the thing throws at you. Basically, because we've triggered the pressure pad and there's always already pressure on it, when we do eventually get over there and stand on it for ourselves, it's not going to spit fire immediately in our face, you see. So that's still useful to do. So we need to get across there somehow. The way to get across there is through that door, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're in fact going to come down this. And we're going to have some serious ranged shootout action here, guys. So get your ranged abilities ready and start shooting. We get a long hallway, and there's like a wyvern guy down there who does a lot of damage. See Arachne's health? She's going to die. She's going to die. This isn't good. Oh, Arachnia, please don't die on me. There's a lot of enemies, so just FYI. Oh, okay, make some potions. I'm really not doing well on the potions. I should be making loads of them, frankly, because there are a lot of difficult situations coming up. Liss could really do with something. I hate what a mess my inventory gets. Yes, when I'm filming this stuff. And of course, if we were in air magic, this is where an air shield would become useful for us. Start firing down there. Now, ideally, you want to be shooting a long way down the hall like this to fight them, because by doing this, you can wound them a lot while still being able to dodge their attacks, you see. Which is exactly the situation you want. But obviously, after a while, they're all going to start... they're just dodging everything. Wow, no, I killed one of them. That's crazy. I didn't realise that. Okay, that guy... bear in mind the colours that they are, because obviously, if they're not, like, tinted in any colour, then they're not going to actually do any ranged damage to you. They're not going to do any serious damage at all. So you can kind of pick your fights carefully. I think I might have killed the 2 ranged ones. That one we did kind of by chance kill far away. I think he was the second lightning one. So we might have got away with this quite luckily, quite safely. So anyway, we're down in this pit. We're actually on the next floor. Do you guys want to see what it's called? It's called the Ancient Chambers. Interesting. We get a scroll here that says Westmost. I don't know why, but I really like the way that rolls off the tongue. Westmost. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to keep the potion of speed just for now. But we're going to get rid of... Did I just hear a door open? I did. Oh. Did you see that? Yes, there he is. I did just click twice, but didn't recognise on the UI. Oh, I've just backed myself into a corner. Eat dirt. Oh, there we go, he's dead. Those things are very kind of glass cannon-y, as you can tell. They die pretty quick, but they will wreak havoc on you. And there's a lot of enemies like that going forward, so huzzah! Looking forward to it, guys. Right, okay, so yeah, we're kind of already down a trapdoor, right? There's some items here. There's some peasants, breeches, and sandals. I don't know what this is maybe hinting at. Maybe that some character died here or something, maybe? I don't know. But they're there, and they're not really going to be of any use to any party that's got this far into the dungeon, I should think. If they are of use to you at this point, then you will have been struggling getting here. But so they're there, and we don't kind of have to worry about them. Maybe the idea is someone fell from above and got damaged. Did I already swap with this torch? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we also get... I'm pretty sure there's a small secret in a switch that we can get nearby here. Oh no, maybe I'm just thinking about this. I knew there were more pickups, basically. We get some more stuff for our alchemy here. And a wooden box which contains 2 more flasks for us. Already got potions in, but just think of them as flasks. Oh yeah, also ring boots. I've started doing something as well. Liz is never going to evade anyway, so actually eventually I think she can get light armor proficiency, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to actually start... Oh, will it matter actually? Let's have a quick look. No, she's not, because she's not really going into any defensive stuff. So she's going to start getting heavy armor stuff as well. You know, kind of Chaos's leftovers as I start swapping out his Chichin stuff. She'll start just having whatever. So she can actually wear the ring boots, is what I was trying to do earlier. But yeah, and I threw the box back on the floor as well, because we don't really need it. There's flasks all over the place. Everything's all over the place. And we have a door, a closed door. Interesting. How do we get behind that door? Who knows? What else have we got? Big little area here, isn't it? There's a teleporter. Yay, did you guys see that? So we can actually use that teleporter to get back up. But hang on a minute. There's another way down. Interesting. Okay, we're going to rest. I don't know whether this will trigger a cutscene or anything, but probably won't. I don't think I had a single one while playing this floor, honestly, when I was doing my test thing. Good morning, everyone. Is everybody feeling okay? Alright, let's strip down here. Another floor, guys. Another floor. What have we got? Wow, okay, so a boiled crag beetle and a baked maggot. Why am I giving them to her? Oh, yeah, the cragged beetles, I don't think are for potions at all. They're just food, so we'll ignore that. Yeah, we're down another floor. What is this craziness? This one is called the Vault, level 8. We're quite low down. The Vault. And funnily enough, I don't know whether it's in reference to this, but this looks a lot like a vault. We get a crazy kind of metallic door here. This isn't looking very fantasy to me. I don't know. It still is looking kind of fantasy to me, but it's not, you know, it's slightly out of what you would expect of this game, isn't it? That. And this game's interesting because I know that there's not been so much on the past couple of floors, you know, little things that are teasing you, making you want to go lower and lower and lower. But, you know, the aesthetic really does start to change to something that's not very fantasy anymore. And this is kind of, in my opinion, the start of that. Anyway, so we get kind of a weird door there. And yeah, it looks like a vault, for God's sake. I don't know whether it was all named after this, but this is our first experience of this low down in this floor. There's not much we can do here, as you can see from the map. So, but this is all a secret. This is all in the name of a secret. We got 3 frost bombs here. So you could, if you wanted, come to this area before doing the little area where you've got to stop the skeleton on the pressure pad, if that makes any sense. And we're actually gonna, what we can do is drop a shuriken. So look over there, you can see that there's a room and it's actually open, there's something in there. And obviously lots of enemies. So we can drop something on the pressure pad and open this door. But it's actually closed the door on the far side of the room, as you can see. Which isn't ideal, so we'll see what we can do about that. Just keep casting your F spell with Arachnia. I really like fighting these guys, really like fighting them, because they go down so quickly. It's awesome. And look, this even lags my game out a little bit, where I stack so many of these poison fields on top of one another, but it's cool. Okay, so, and how close is Liz to leveling up after all that? Oh, she's ages away. She's ages away. So anyway, we'll go and grab our stuff. We've got some more tar bread. And some more tar bread. This bread looks really weird, guys. So this is closed. We can swap this out for this. And there's the door. So it's actually kind of simple. Also, if you listen really carefully, maybe I'll turn it up. There's something moving around. It just stopped moving. There's something moving around near us, and this is all we can see of this floor, so that's kind of a creepy thought, and I like that thought. You know, some of the more dangerous enemies that are coming later in the game, way later in the game, really, level 8, then they're just one wall behind us, but we will never know. It's actually kind of simple to do this. Put it just right on the corner there, so that you can grab it back still through the bars on the other side, you see. And by doing this, you will entitle yourself to some heavy armor, a full helm. We're going to give that to Chaos. We're going to swap that for Liss, and we're going to throw that away. So here's a nice thing as well I kind of want to point out, just the difference of stats. So we've got Natalie, 100 health, 7 protection, 73 evasion, and which is a very defensive build. And contrast that with Chaos, who is 200 health pretty much, but then 38 protection and 4 evasion. Can you see like the massive, just the swings of the stats? I really like that. You know, there are different ways to spec your character to achieve the same thing, and it's fun. It's cool. It's a good way that this game's done it. So there you go. That's that secret. It's kind of a double pit secret. Really weird. We can go back into this. And again, I still feel like the thing with this floor is there's secrets on top of secrets on top of secrets. And that's what's throwing me off. That's what's making me feel like I've missed something already. So anyway, we can go through both, and we're way back out here. Remember this place? The Halls of Fire. With the snail back here, still wandering around. Who, you know, live and let live at this point. It's only a snail. It's not going to do much for us. So we've got the Mage's Entrance. We've still got this weird shish kebab to do here, and no way to get across that. That's where we fell down. So we're going to go down here. We're going to fight some crab men. I'm an hour into recording. I actually have no idea when to end this episode. I might piss you guys off, but I'm going to end it very soon. I don't know how long I've been going since we started here. I've kind of known before I went into this that this was going to be a 4-episode dealio here. Okay, this is taking a lot of damage there. Thing is, though, right? The thing with dodging them, this is a whole point of playing an Earth Mage. I'm kind of interested in if you played 2 Earth Mages that were both just spamming dots on one like tile, how feasibly you could just stand in one spot and just like never move, like never have to dodge playing the game just because you annihilate stuff so damn quickly. I think that would be really interesting. So anyway, they're down. We're gonna brew a couple of potions. Why are we brewing potions, wooden potatoes? Ooh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So, yeah, there was something I kind of wanted to talk about as well. I was going to segue it from the Tomb Raider stuff, which I failed miserably at. There's another one, really? I don't know. You might be wondering what I'm going to do after this, after Grimrock's over. I've actually been planning something for a while. With someone else that I'm not going to talk about it just yet in case it does end up falling through. I can't imagine it would, but you know, they might change their mind or whatever. So I won't mention it just yet. But I've had something big that I've been planning for after Grimrock's over. But I think I don't know. I might end up LPing the new Tomb Raider because it's such a good game. It's such a good game, and I had like 1 million people asking me to do it. I usually kind of shy away from. Oh no, I did not mean. Oh. Did I mean to? I did mean to. Yeah, so there's another trapdoor. That was a total accident. There's another trapdoor with another secret here. And these are the Lurker pants, plus 5 evasion. A pair of pants woven from fine, lightweight thread. Check it out. And now we've got 3 bits of Lurker equipment, just the Lurker hat to go, basically, if there even is such a thing. I don't know if there is. Very cool. Natalie's now on 78 evasion. Crazy. Once you take both items off of that shuriken there as well, kind of ninja-ish themed thing, it will actually open up a doorway, and look, we're in familiar territory. We're back down here, so yeah, I didn't actually mean to fall down that, but hey, it worked in my favour, so we'll go up. Yeah, I don't know, guys. A lot of people were asking me to do the new Tomb Raider. I finished it this morning. I'm buzzing off of it. It was so good. Like there's like this amazing little. There are only a couple, but there are references to older Tomb Raider games in it, and they're so good. Like the game ends. Like, it's really significant how you get your first pistol, and then right at the end of the game, you get your second pistol, and then you've got your 2 pistols back, just like classic Lara Croft. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's so good. And I'm just so excited about the game, and I just enjoyed it that much that I might end up LPing it, because I really want to share it with people, you know? And that's, at the end of the day, if putting shit on YouTube, whether it be about games or anything, if it's not just to share stuff with people, then what's it all about? We've got, and so yeah, I don't know, but I usually shy away from that kind of thing just because, you know, it's AAA, it's a crowded space. I think a lot of people who wanted to watch an LP of it probably already are at this point, so I don't know. Anyway, we've pressed a button and opened this alcove here. Why? What did it do? Well, we've also got a pressure plate here. This is one of those situations where usually I'd save the game, guys. I would recommend you save it. What we can do, though, because we're not allowed to save, is step on it, step off, and a firebolt will start throwing itself out at us. Now, you're going to take a lot of damage when you get hit from this thing. Arachnia, though, fortunately has fire resistance. Remember, this is the Halls of Fire. What we're going to do to deal with this is we're going to face this wall and we're going to look at when the light of the fireball shoots past us, okay? And just after it does, we're going to step back and then we're going to step... Oh, excuse me, I just burped again. We're going to step back, we're going to go left, left, and then we're going to pick something up and then we're going to run. And hopefully we won't get hit, but we probably will, so let's try this. Ah, we got hit. We would have got hit anyway. Okay, so we've grabbed this thing here. I don't want to give that to Chaos. This is the Fire Blade. It's very similar to the Venom Edge. A magical fire flickers on the glowing hot steel of the blade. This fired like little poison bolts, if you remember. This one fires fire bolts, which is very useful for something we need to do in a second. So, we've grabbed that. There's something else we can get up there too, which I will for the sake of, you know, being a completionist for you guys, but it's not essential. Shit. Ow. So it's a Scroll of Fireball, and that's the spell I tried to cast earlier. So Fireball is these 3 runes. Obviously Arachnia is not skilled enough to cast it. So anyway, we've got that. Now there's one other thing as well. There's a secret, and I'm going to end the episode with the secret. We're going to go again over there. And we're going to press that hidden button there. Finally, we got away without being seen. Right, and by doing that, we've opened another little safety alcove. Okay, which was here. And in this safety alcove, there's another button. And that's opened one way back at the start down here. Has it? No, it hasn't. It's opened one in the original alcove. That's what it did. And it's the stairs up. Guys, we were trapped. We were trapped and now we're out and now we're going to be safe. Hooray. Look, we're back in the hallways. Oh, such a pleasant sounding. Whoa. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit. No. Wait. Stop playing stupid sound effects with your noise. Whoa, why am I up there again? Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to shout there. Okay. Oh, I hate the way the stairs work on this game. Hold on. What is going on with my keyboard? What is going on? Okay. God, I must look like such a retard sometimes. That was fucking embarrassing. Right, okay. We're going to make some potions. I thought I'd already made a load, to be honest, but apparently not. These are called Ugardians. Ugardians. Or Ugardians. I don't know. I've only read it in a guide. Cut me some slack. I don't even know where that guide got the name from. As you might suspect, they are immune to fire damage. Somebody left me a comment on their channel. Someone left me a comment on one of the videos saying, I was really regretting making a fire mage. And I'm guessing it's because of these guys. Oh, no, I'm not going to let that phase me. I'm guessing it's because of these guys and they felt like they couldn't really do any damage anymore, especially if you have like 2. But to that I say, look, if you're a fire mage, you can cast a fire shield, and that's gonna... Okay, it's so close to die there. You can cast a fire shield, which is going to reduce the damage they're doing down to like minimal, like 0 damage at the end of the game, like ridiculously low damage. So I don't know whether I can really get behind that was a bad choice, unless they were talking about something else. Anyway, turns out we're still trapped, guys. There's this gate here. I'm not sure whether we are supposed to be able to get back to the previous floor somehow, but there's a gate there. What I do find interesting, however, is that you can see through this gate, and that's clearly somewhere we walked before. But even more interesting than that, can you see how that isn't actually an original part of the floor? This is the extra section of the floor of the hallways that we could only access from a pit in the archives. Okay? Like that room there, that's the key, the iron door key that took ages to get. Do you remember that all that time ago? So this is off of that section, and I'll be kicking myself. Look, we can see an enemy there. I'll be kicking myself. Oh, no way. I think this enemy, do you remember back then as well, ages ago? Rewind your minds, my friends. Do you remember ages ago I trod on like, we went into a room and I trod on a trapdoor and we saw a skeleton fall down to the hallway below? And I was like, what was that? I don't know what that is. It looked like a shield. It was this guy. I think it's this guy, unless that they've started respawning there. I think it's the same thing. So you're not done with me yet, are you? Haha. Well, what if we can... Do you think we can... It seems really weird that after all this time, he's still there to try and fight. Oh, well, okay, well, we can't kill him anyway. Yeah, so what's interesting is we see a gate through to this section where that key was. Really, really long time ago. Very odd way of doing it. And I'll be kicking myself if back then I could have looked through this fence and seen the Yew Gardens on the other side. Wouldn't that have been creepy and scary and really cool? A weird hint of things to come. But I don't know whether you could have. I've never heard of it, and I never noticed it on either of my run-throughs, so... Anyway, I guess you've won your freedom, my friend. You've won your freedom. We're in a secret. This video has probably gone on for a little bit too long, though. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This guy's going to say thank you as well, and we're all going to have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day, guys. Catch you later.